So when we tell you to look for this area as a level of interest, you got to see the rejections happen off of this area. I'll show you
Yeah, I
exactly.
got one on the 8 tick, so it's like, oh sweet, okay, let's try.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that I like to see a little bit more rejections. By the time, say for instance, like we get a rejection, say off of like if we get it for me, the better opportunity is at least a bare minimum wait for the rejection to happen right off the 16th.
Okay, the impulse move, the
Yeah,
last
like
recent move.
well, this close of the 16 tick is probably that for me is my first signal that there's going to be some strong levels of support or resistance in that area. Right? If
Hmm.
you can do it off the 8 tick, there's nothing wrong with it, but I guess just that trade didn't work out. If I throw this over for you, you could see I could see where you were looking, which is somewhere right around this area, and you saw this right here as an opportune time for
Yeah,
a market
exactly.
rejection to pull down. Yeah, that's what you're looking at.
Mm,
But when you look at like the bigger picture of this whole thing, you have strong bullish candles coming right against that
okay.
area of, well, is our first area that we're looking at. So for me, I think I'd like that 16 tick to close,
Hmm.
and start to look for this general area as an opportunity for a short. And if it happened over here, then definitely I'd then start to look for that area as an opportunity maybe to short.
So you're
Oh,
looking for rejection on the 16 tick, hey?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you could look for it on the 8 tick, but sometimes you might get stopped out earlier. Uh,
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
sorry. Right.
Oh, no worries. I'm on the micros.
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah, that's not
Sabri-
bad.
so Sabrina, the 14 short would have been great pre-market before it opened. But
Hmm.
as you can see,
It's
it
kind of like a shift in the bias now.
well, that 98 micro level was a clue that possibly the bulls are going to take over. But your second clue was the micro support at 02, when it used that as your second area of entry for the bullish market. So,
Okay.
so the 98, 96 to 98 area was the micro level for the pull up. But then it also used your micro support at the 02 for another bounce up. So you want to kind of not think about a short at that time. That's
Okay.
that's your clue or hint that the market is going to go up and retest a higher resistance or support area, which it did.
Yeah.
It went right up to the 18-19 area.
Are you switching to the longs now, or you don't know yet?
I think she went long already from the 98.
I did. Yeah, I went
And
long
you're
from.
only looking for longs now because you think it's a shift in the trend.
Well, it's a temporary shift. Who knows whether we've got a main level of resistance around the 2021 area.
Okay.
It's got to pop that. It's got to punch through that for the bulls to really take charge of this, in my opinion. And so far, they haven't been able to do that. So I went long because it's a temporary shift to get into the long area. Whether it's going to stay bearish, don't know. Don't know. But this 20, when you look left on your chart, you can see the 19 is a previous level of support.
Yeah.
That broke before the market opened. It broke and plummeted down. You see that?
Mm.
So that's why it's struggling here. Now, if it's going to remain bullish, I'd like to see it stay above the 14-15 area. Why is that? Because that is a previous level of support.